Hi, it's Todd Brandon from McGrath, and thank you for joining us while we just quickly talk about our office, how we're adapting to business as unusual, and the COVID-19 virus. So we'll just wait for a few people to join us. But again, thank you for coming along today. I hope it is really informative. I have no opinion expressed in this short little clip at all. I just purely want to let you know about how at McGrath, Rockhampton and the Capricorn Coast, we've adapted the way we're doing things because we know that property is an extremely important thing for most people in our lives. We all appreciate the comfort of going home at night, and we're here to make sure that everybody is as comfortable as they possibly can in their own home. And we just want to talk to you about how we have made some changes to ensure that everybody who we work with is able to function and be very happy in their own environment. So just a few more seconds and then I'll get straight into it. But before I do start, just a nice story, if you like. Everybody, I think, is starting to change the way they do business. And with being extremely busy over the last couple of weeks, I have to admit that it slipped my mind to buy my beautiful wife, Brooke, a birthday present for her birthday today. And this is a huge shout out to Kate Gordon, who did something amazing for us yesterday. She, at Something Different, did a virtual shopping trip with me. She did FaceTime over the air. I was able to see some beautiful items she had in her store. We chose a couple of things that we thought Brooke and the kids would really love to give Brooke, wrapped them up and delivered them to me at our office. So Kate Gordon, thank you for changing the way you're doing business and making sure that our great local community is doing really, really well in these times, and you're adapting, which was brilliant. So thanks, Kate. So as far as our community goes here in Rockhampton, Central Queensland and the Capricorn Coast, a huge shout out to everybody for making sure that it's business as usual, and we're doing the things we need to do. So to the people who are stocking the shelves at the supermarkets, the people who are providing customer service there, the doctors, the nurses, our school teachers, our love and thanks goes out to you. Thank you so much. Now here's the real thing. This is why I wanted to get live with you today and share with you what we're doing to make it easier for you to do property at the moment, because we're both conscious and we're cautious about the environment at the moment. We're cautious because we know that now, more than ever, we need to follow the advice given to us by the government. For us, that means that we need to social distance, we need to spend less time with people face to face, which is typically what we do as real estate agents. We're very intimate with people. We spend a lot of time working with you in close proximity, and we're very cautious that we adhere to what the government said. We welcome the fact that they closed down open for inspections. It was a smart move. But we can still, and we are still doing, to all those people that need homes, and this is what we're conscious of. We're conscious that people need homes at the moment. We're conscious that there's people who have sold homes recently that are still looking to find their next home. They're concerned about where their family is going to go to. And the buyer activity and the tenant activity in the market is as strong as what it was 2 weeks ago. So we're conscious that we need to provide that service, and we're making sure we do the things that are really important to give all of those future buyers and future tenants the information they need to make sure that they can make informed decisions, look for properties that they need, and make the inquiries and be informed to the point where they can make great decisions. We're also conscious that real estate and property is Australia's #1 passion. We've heard over the last couple of days that realestate.com has increased its viewership over the last few days by 8%. Now, that's measurable and it's real. So people are still getting in there and they're still enjoying property. They may not be looking for it, but they're still getting out and exploring what's on offer. So given the fact that we know that we were here to help, Given the fact that we know that there are some people who are in between homes, they've left their rental property, they've sold their home, and they're still looking to move into somewhere, we have today published all of our listings with virtual tours. It's a 3D model, and I'll go straight to it so you can see it. It's a 3D model so that you can explore the property in its entirety as a virtual space and go on the property journey. So it's going to be great. I'll say it again, it's going to be great for those people who are looking for a new rental property. It's going to be great for those people who are looking to buy a home, but it's also great for those people who are couch surfing at night on realestate.com and seeing what's going on. So I'm walking you through now a virtual tour of a property that we've got for sale in Wiseman Street. And as you can see, you can explore the whole space. You can go into the kitchen, you can look at the appliances, you can see the view from the window. It is a virtual twin of the home that's going to give you a true representation of what you're looking at. What we hope this will do is mean that the serious people, the serious tenant, the one who really wants to see it, can make a time with us to go and inspect it, or the serious buyer can make a time and go and see that home, so that everybody is able to do the things that they need to do given the current circumstances. So again, I'm proud to announce that every single property that we have for sale and every single property that we have for rent has a virtual tour, so you can immerse yourself in that environment. The second thing that I want to give you an update on is in relation to our current and existing tenants. Again, I'd like to say a huge thank you, and this time it's to our staff. Our staff have been wonderful. They're on the phones and they've nearly called every single one of our 1,200 families that rent properties from us over the last few days, and they've just called to make sure that they're okay. It's important as a community we support one another. It's important as a community we get down to the local butcher, to Doblo's and to the other fruit and veggie producers, to the bakeries, and we spend our money in our local environment. We support those businesses. But it's important to us that our tenants are okay as well. So we've called all of our tenants over the last couple of days and we've just docked in, and we want you to know that we're here for you if you need anything. We'll do whatever we can. It's business as usual for us. If you have maintenance requests, we're here to help. Our whole team's still working, so if you need anything, please give us a call. The other thing that is important at the moment is, as of Monday, we have decided to stop doing physical routine inspections on properties. We're asking all our tenants engage with us and use video links, or if you can't do video links, we've got some other solutions for you. But we want to make sure that the house is still in good working order, and we want to do a virtual walkthrough with you. Our wonderful property managers are going to talk to you about that. They're going to talk you through it. As I say, it's business as unusual. So again, thank you to the tenants. Thank you to our staff for being connected with them and making sure they're great. The last thing before I answer any questions that you might have is just awareness. Awareness that if you can do it virtually, if you can do it on the phone, if we can do it over video, just in these times, can we make sure we find other solutions than getting face-to-face with each other? So if you don't have to come into the office, please don't. Please stay at home. Please connect with us on the other mediums. We've got email, we have phone, you have your tenant portal, you have your owner portal, we have virtual tours, we have video and FaceTime, and we of course have telephone. So we're here, we can communicate with you in the way that you need to, but let's just be present and aware that if it's at all possible, let's just restrict people coming in and out of the office. We're open, but we prefer to do it just at this moment over the phone. Today is the first time we've done a little bit of a production when it comes to live. I have to say a huge thank you to Lab Social. They've set up, they've coordinated all of the technology that was required for us to do this. And if there are any questions at the moment that I can answer, I'm more than happy to do it now if we've got any comments or questions, but if there's anything else we can do, just give me a shout.
So the first question we have is, rent inspections can be done the normal way. So you've already covered that with the virtual tours for the property managers.
Yeah, I'll just cover that off again. The question was, are we going to do rental inspections the normal way? There's two types of rental inspections we do. One is for a tenant that's looking to move into a property, and the answer to that is simple. We've got a very wonderful and very capable leasing consultant here. India is one of the best leasing consultants in the country. She regularly tops the McGrath awards for the most number of properties leased, and she is available for one-on-one appointments at all of our available rentals. The second is the routine inspection. So to cover off on that again, we're doing routine inspections via video. If you can't do video, if you don't have the technology in your house, we have got some other mechanisms and we'll do it over the phone. So just be in contact with the property managers. You don't need to call us, we'll call you when it's time to do that routine inspection and make sure everything's going okay in that property. Thanks for the question.
So we have a few comments on what happens to those that have been impacted by COVID-19 and have no income to pay rent. Adding to that, will rent be suspended until we can pay? Do we need to pay back the ones we missed? And is it going to be frozen or reduced at the moment?
Yeah, it's a really good question. The question was relating to what happens when somebody has been affected. Let's say they've lost a job or that they have been disadvantaged by this whole situation. What happens with rent? We're still waiting on the government stimulus to outline how we are going to proceed with that. It's a little bit unknown, but every day our team meets. Locally, our team meets. Bev, our property management director, myself working in the sales department, and Brooke and Stan, we get together and we talk about the things that we need to be agile on and the things that we need to change. We haven't had any direction yet from the government as to how that's going to look. But as soon as we do, I promise that we'll come back to you and we'll let you know how we're going to proceed with that. But it's something we're very aware of, and we have a lot of empathy for the people who are being affected.
So the next question relates for the landlords. What position are they in?
So the question was, what position are the landlords in? It's a fairly broad question, but to all the landlords out there, I would say to you that until further notice, it's business as usual. I believe that most people will always want to do the right thing, and we're going to back that in. As I said, our community here in Rockhampton, Central Queensland, the Capricorn Coast, is a wonderful community. I think we have each other's backs at the moment, but landlords right now, it's business as usual, just in an unusual way.
We have a question here regarding landlords insurance covering the rent.
So the question is in relation to landlords insurance. We've received multiple communications from various underwriters of insurance. You'll have to refer back to your PDS and potentially look into that. What I advise you do is you don't call the insurance company right now because they don't need to deal with that question right now because it's business as usual right now. We don't know where this is going to go. There's one thing for certain, you'll either be covered or you won't, but your PDS will describe to you how your policy will cope with the pandemic situation.
We have no other questions at this stage, but there is a slight delay.
Okay, I'll say thank you for tuning in. It's important that we can articulate to you that we are still here, we're still providing great real estate service because, as I said, we are very, very conscious that people still need homes. There are people that are currently sold and need to buy, and we're working with those buyers. If we're not, feel free to give us a call. We'd love to understand what you're looking for because we have a list of people who still want to sell homes. We're here to help with those buyers that need to move into something. We're here to help the tenants who have committed to moving out and haven't yet found something. We're here to help you find something. We have properties. More importantly, we have India Belts, our leasing consultant, who will turn over every rock and stone to make sure that she helps you. We're here to do what we can, and we're often point you in the right direction should you need someone. You know, that's the most important thing. We have a great connection of contractors and creditors. We have great connections with the government organisations. If you're in trouble, we can probably point you in the right direction if you need any help. So again, thanks for listening. Thanks to all of our wonderful community. A huge thank you to all of our staff. They've been absolutely brilliant. And I'd also like to thank all of our customers. Thanks for being part of our great network. Appreciate it. Have a great day.